Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else watching out there? This is Mike, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta Indio, welcoming you to my live stream. Trying something a little new today for this ISS pass, not using this microphone for talking on the radio. Going to use this lavalier mic that I have on for the audio going on to the stream, and this is only for talking to the radio. So you won't hear this microphone today. You're just hearing this one. Tap, tap, tap. Anyway, thanks for joining me. You now have the ability to send me chat messages on YouTube only. Yes, YouTube only. Oh, and I got to adjust some. This is why I came on early today, because there are things I have to do to make sure this is all working. Oh, it won't let me copy this? I want to copy this right here. Yeah, there we go. Copy that. I go back to me on the scene, and we'll paste it in here, and we'll make it a little smaller. I know you don't know what the heck I'm doing right now, but watch this. Andy just came on and he said hello, so let's get Andy's chat up. Hey, there's Andy's chat. Hey, it works. I got it working only on YouTube right now. Somehow I got to get this working all over the place, but Andy's on. Andy's watching. Thank you, Andy, for supporting the channel, and hello to you. I'm glad you're here. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so right now this is that is my mixer right over there, and there's a camera on it, and up there you can see my geochron. Here's the ISS right here. This is moving. It's going to go right over my head. Hold on, got to fix something. If you notice, I have something new and exciting for you. Yeah. Notice you can see the chat here too. If this was me testing before. I tested the quick brown fox, and I was able to get that up on the screen. So if you text me on YouTube, I will be able to see your questions if you have any questions for me. But that's not the best part. Watch this. Check this out. We now have a video of the antennas. On the bottom right, you can see the antennas. On the center to the left of the antennas is the radio screen, which take a little adjustment there. We got a little glare from the lamp above it. If I move it out of the way, no, that's too much. I got to move it up a little. This is the trials and tribulations of deciding that you want to be a YouTuber. You have to learn all this stuff, and there's no school to go to learn this. Well, maybe there is, but I don't know about it, and I'm teaching myself, so I hope you guys are enjoying this. Is my microphone too loud? Tell me in the chat if the mic is too loud, because that's the other thing I'm working on, is using the lavalier mic instead of this mic for the stream. I think it is a little bit loud. We're just going to kick it back a hair. How's that? That might be better. Yeah, that should be better. Okay. Anyway, so, oh, by the way, no, sounds great. All right, Andy, thank you. Thank you. Andy sent me a little message, told me it sounds great. All right, good, Andy. Thank you. What I'm wearing like this. This is my Tune Into the World. Tune in the World. ARRL Field Day is coming up in June. Get your swag. Go to the ARRL.org website and buy your swag for your field day. This is where you'll have it in time. So you're looking at the, well, you were looking at the screen with the radio. That is, oh, I just noticed. Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm checking the other screens now. The antenna camera is going to time out every now and then, and we'll have to mess with that to make sure it's right. But here's a good look at my shack. I've changed things around. I have 4 monitors now on that one massive computer that you says WindForce right there. That's my main computer, and I have 1, 2, 3 cameras. One on the outside of the house looking at the satellite dish that I have to keep checking because it times out. And you will see the antennas turning. Right now the sun is in your eyes. It's starting to go down behind the trees. So that should take away the glare when I put the camera on on the satellite, on the antennas. We're going to try to get the ISS. We should make a lot of contacts. It's a pretty good night. The bands have been horrible today. I could not make an FT8 contact anywhere, although I was getting everywhere. If you look at DX Spotter, PSK Reporter, I mean, website, you can see I'm getting out, just not making contacts. I tried even doing some parks on the air hunting today, and every band was so noisy. And if you keep up with Tabitha Scove, she's the space weather woman, follow her on YouTube, and she puts out weather reports about sun activity. Great place to go. So this way you're not surprised when you go out there and there's more noise in the line than you could ever possibly imagine. So what we're going to do is the ISS is getting closer. If you look up at my geochron up there, let's here, look at my finger. There's the footprint of the ISS, and that's where I am right there. And this is going to literally come right over my head. This is very similar to the pass I did yesterday with the Italian telebridge and the Georgia school, where it almost went directly over the head. It's going to be going almost directly over my head. We will hear a chirp from the sat box, which is what is giving you the display on my screen right here. This is the sat box output. Over here is the camera that's looking out into the backyard. And if you look at the sat box, let's go to that screen now so I can show you in more detail. Over here, this little section right here, this is where the ISS is right now. That little diamond with the red outline, if you can see that on your on your TV or your monitor, that is the ISS. The green spot is exactly where it's going to rise over the horizon. And the red dot is where it's going to set. Now, from about 30 degrees to the north-northeast, we're going to lose the bird, because from here to here is nothing but trees. But here, this is all good. We should be able to get that. Right now, it's at minus 10 degrees below the horizon. Probably at 5 or 6 degrees above the horizon, we'll start hearing it. And I'm going to put my headphones on because the ISS is supposed to rise at 6:05. That's 3 minutes from now. All right, I got my headphones here. I don't have them on yet. I also didn't turn up the volume of that radio. So I hope you can hear me well. Anybody have any comments or suggestions, please put them in the chat on YouTube. YouTube right now is the only chat I can see on my screen, so put it there. And we'll see. Now, if you're going to try to talk to me on this satellite, pay close attention. This is an FM bird. FM birds are, it's like everybody on a subway car and they're all trying to get out the same door. Can't happen. Or if everybody's trying to get in the same door. That's why subway cars have multiple doors on them. Because if the whole crowd is trying to shove into one opening, it's a mess. Well, that's what happens with FM birds. FM birds, everybody's trying to get in with a PL tone and get into the bird, but I just got a message on the screen from OBS software, something about something's overloaded. I don't know what that means. Try doing this or try doing that. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, I love doing this for fun. There's so much stuff that's going on right now. The last comment I got on YouTube was "No, sounds great" from Andy. All right, Andy, you're going to be my guide. If you hear any issues, get back to me and let me know. And type it in the chat, because this way I'll see it and know that something's wrong. Okay? That was just a test. Okay, thanks, Andy. All right, where are we now? We are just about at the horizon. We have not heard the chirp yet, but the rotor is starting to move. If you watch the antenna on the bottom right, just above my logo, you can see the antenna moving. It is turning now. The reason it's turning that direction is because that's where the satellite's going to rise above the horizon. I'm going to put my headphones on. We're going to turn the volume up on the radio and see if we hear anything. All right, let's see what we can get accomplished here. Get this in the right place. Ugh. Tighten that. And we'll start turning up the volume. I have a foot switch to keep my mic, to keep my hands free. If you were looking at me from the mixer camera, I'm right here, and the foot switch is under there. And now we're going to go back to the radio screen. You can see the white diamond is directly over the green spot, which means right at this moment it's beginning to rise. It's at 1.6 degrees below the horizon, and it will be coming up 1.2 degrees. Don't hear anything yet. No need to listen to the white noise. There goes the chirp from the sat box telling me, hey, guess what? It's here. 0.5 degrees below the horizon, 0.3 degrees below the horizon, 0.1 degree below the horizon, and at the horizon right at this very moment. And now it's beginning to climb, and it's at plus 0.4 degrees, and it rises up. And you can watch that along. Right here is what I'm looking at. It's giving me that info. Right here, you can see that on the screen. I think when we get to about 5 degrees, we may start hearing people. And since it's coming up from the south and it's over Mexico now, I am expecting to hear from my good buddy XE3 ISS, I believe is his call sign. X-ray Echo 3, India Sugar Sugar is what he goes by. Maybe we'll get him. Let's bring that volume up a little bit. We are now at 3 degrees. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. Nothing coming back yet. Patience. You learn patience with ham radio. Now I'm thirsty. Starting to hear something happening. We are at 6.8 degrees. Let's try. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. I'm at wide. My PL tone is 67, that you can see right here. I'm at 100% power, which I probably don't need, but let's wait until we hear it before we turn it down. I hear something. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Kilo Oscar 4. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. I don't know why when I unkey. Oh, heard something. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Still having issues. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India.
November Alpha. NU, this is YS1JFA.
Whiskey 2, Mike Uniform, KO4PDI. How come it's not looking it up? NMU.
2 November Uniform, YS1JFA. YS1KSE. Whiskey 2 November Uniform, this is YS1JFA QFL. Juliet Sierra, Juliet Foxtrot.
What was that guy? Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India.
NNU, Kilo 5 Delta, November Alpha, Echo Mike 35. November Delta Alpha, QSL. Kilo 5 Delta.
That's
November
Larry in
Alpha.
Arkansas.
To NNU, Echo Mike 41, Jim in Mississippi.
Kilo 5 Delta Nancy Alpha KO4 PDI.
Gotcha, QSL W2NNU, Echo Mike 41.
W2NMU. W4 KSY Kilo Oscar 4 Papa Delta India. That was Terry. W2 station, come back. Is that Nancy Mike uniform?
Yep, we got your, thank you for the card. We got one in the mail to you.
I'm not getting your call sign when I look it up. Whiskey 2 November Mike uniform, QSL. I'm not getting him when I do a lookup. November uniform. Okay, let's try that.
Whiskey 2 November uniform.
Whiskey 2 November uniform. I got you now.
QSL Echo Mike 41. Whiskey 2 November uniform. W4 KSY.
Hey Terry, did you get me?
W2NNU, Echo Mike 41. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, Mike, I got you. Have a good evening.
All right, thanks a lot. Streaming live right now on YouTube. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99.
Kilo Delta November Echo Mike 35.
Wow, this pass is almost.
November Delta Alpha W4 KSY EM74.
Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. It's gonna lose it any minute now.
RSJC.
4 KSY Alpha 1 X-ray Papa.
Alpha 1 X-ray Papa, Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India. QSL Mark.
4 KSY Alpha 1 X-ray Papa Fox Nancy 3-1.
We got him. Alpha 1 X-ray Papa, KO4 PDI. I don't think he's hearing me because I'm getting blocked by trees now. Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Alpha 1 X-ray Papa, KO4 PDI.
Anybody copy?
Station asking anybody copy. Try again.
Papa Fox Nancy 3-1.
Alpha 1 X-ray Papa into FYA. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, John. N2FY. Hey, 1 XP.
Nancy 2, Foxtrot Yankee Alpha, KO4 PDI.
Mark, have a good evening over there. And KO4PDI, you got about 4% audio. Your audio is way down.
Bravo, Mike Golf.
KO4 PDI, N2 FYA. Is that any better? Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta India, Echo Lima 99. So he said my audio was way down. I just looked, my mic gain was at like 1. I just turned it up. Okay, we just lost the camera. Let's go to the videotape. Let's transition here. You're looking at the mixer cam right now. You can see the backyard antenna cam just crapped out on us, but that's okay. And we're going to exit out of Reolink. Let's get out of that. Okay, let's see. Wow, that was pretty good. I think we did good there. We got, how many we got? 5 contacts? 5 contacts. and nobody was chatting. No, the radio isn't keying. Andy was asking me a question. Um, is the radio keying the mic? So no, the radio is not keying the mic. The mic is being keyed by my foot. I have a foot pedal that I'm stepping on to key the mic. So thanks for asking. Andy's the only one that did anything in the chat on YouTube. All right, let's get this out of the way. I can take the headphones off now so I don't sound so weird anymore and hang them right there. Hey, what did you think of that? We just did a satellite pass on the ISS. And we got 5 contacts on them. Many of the guys I've already had before. It's nothing new. I've talked to W4KSY many times, W2NNU many times, Alpha Alpha 1 X-Ray Papa, and N2 FYA. Alpha Alpha 1 X-Ray Papa and N2 FYA are up in Connecticut. And let's see, yeah. So what'd you think? Did you enjoy that? Feel free to chat in the chat here. If you come back and watch this on the replay, put your questions in them, and I'll get them and I'll comment on them when I get a chance. All right. So thanks, Andy. Thank you for saying it was great. We got to get more people here. I need more followers. I need more subscribers. We're up to about 74 on YouTube. I am finding that YouTube and Twitter are where I get most of my reaction to my videos. So I'm probably going to focus on that more. I'm not going to be doing much on Facebook other than every morning I post the satellite passes that'll be going over my area. And if you happen to have them going over your area too, look for me. I might be on them. You never know. I don't live stream every time I go to a satellite. I don't live stream just with ISS passes. I do it with multiple passes, different things I try. I fell in love with satellites when I first got into the hobby because it was, to me, that was, I mean, me and my brothers used to play astronauts when we were kids in our bunk beds. We'd hang quilts down the side of the bed and we would get inside the bottom bunk and make believe that was our capsule. And we make believe we were weightless and we were doing spacewalks and all kinds of weird stuff. So I've been enthralled by the space program my whole life. My happy place on the planet is Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. I love that place because it's real. It's not a picture of it. It's not a prediction of what might happen in the future. It's none of that. It's actually the stuff that they used in the space program. They have a new building now that you can go to. And in that building, they have an actual Falcon 9 rocket hanging from the ceiling, the entire thing with the 9 engines in it and everything. It is absolutely impressive to see this thing. It's only the first stage. What this first stage was, it was used for multiple missions, cargo missions to the ISS. And then it was also used in the first Falcon Heavy that put the Tesla in the orbit of the sun. So that's one of the first that returned a double landing. The first double landing you saw where both booster rockets landed at Kennedy Space Center. This is one of them. And it's just amazing to see this thing up close and personal. And they also have a few things that they're working on for the future, like this ship called Tenacity, which is going to be used to resupply the ISS. It's also going to be used to travel with men and women to the ISS for transport. So that's pretty cool. So Kennedy Space Center is loaded with stuff like that to see, and they have a simulator. It makes you feel like you're launched to the ISS. I mean, in the space shuttle. They have the actual shuttle Atlantis. I shouldn't say shuttle. It's the orbiter. The shuttle was the orbiter, the solid rocket boosters, and the fuel tank. That was called the shuttle. And then the part that the people went in was called the orbiter. That was the part that comes back. The 2 solid rocket boosters were also, they came back and were reused. Outside the Atlantis building, they have a fuel tank and 2 solid rocket boosters standing vertical. So you could see it, the actual size. And then you go in the building, you see the actual orbiter. And it is absolutely thrilling to go see, and I suggest everybody get their butt down there at some point. If you're coming down here to see the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Center, let me know. I will come meet you, and I will give you a guided tour of the place. I love it so much. Anyway, folks, this has been nice. I'm glad we got to do this. I'm glad I finally got the chat working on YouTube. Oh, James Santori just came on. Great video. Thanks, James. That's you know who James Santori is? That's the guy that got me to start doing this. He came to me and said, hey, you should be doing YouTube. All these other guys got YouTube channels. You should try it. And the rest is history. I also took my test for my general license with him. And I passed. And I took my test for the extra 3 times and failed. So I'm still working on the extra. But it's nice to see him come here and check out the thing. And Andy Cowley, thank you for coming by. And Jim, thank you for coming by. And get home safe. He's coming home tomorrow. He's up in Panama City visiting family. And that's about it. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you come back often. Tell your friends about my channel. Get them involved. I'm going to be doing things, like I said, field day. Shh. Get your swag on the ARRL.org website. I do giveaways here. I've already given away a radio, the Explorer 1. I gave away to somebody, and they're going to give it to a new ham that's going to learn how to do ham radio, which is really nice. What else? Anything else? No, I think that's about it. So look for me on here. I usually announce ahead of time that I'm going to be doing a live, which I did today. So I hope you enjoyed that. And do me a favor. Enjoy your life. Do the things you love. Life is very short, and in a minute it'll be over. So my saying is, I'm enough, I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I'm loved. That's how I live my life on those 3 statements. I'm enough. I don't need to be taller, shorter, thinner, prettier, handsomer to be loved. I deserve love just because I exist. Number 2, I'm where I'm supposed to be. Whatever it is in my life that's happening today, that's exactly what was supposed to happen that day. And if it's horrible, I can learn from it. If it's great, I can enjoy it. Remember that. And I'm loved. No matter what happens, no matter how much despair I ever find myself in, no matter how sad I ever am, I'm loved. If I wasn't here, somebody would miss me. Remember those things, and you'll get through every day of life wonderfully. I'm enough, I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I'm loved. On that note, people, thank you so much for coming. Please come back again. Come back and comment. If you're watching this on the replay, go out and comment too. All right? This is Kilo Oscar 4, Papa Delta Indy. I'm going to wish you a fond adieu and be safe. 73, KO4PDI. Clear.